Pozdrav svima. Evo nas u već 5. danu naše Study Abroad Week, koja je počela u subotu 25. septembra i završit će se u subotu 2. oktobra. Nadam se da ste do sada zaista uživali u korisnim informacijama koje ste čuli vezano za naše partnerske institucije, da ste već pronašli neku instituciju koja vam odgovara, ali sačekajte još malo da čujete sve što smo pripremili kao deo našeg programa do kraja ove sedmice. Ja danas imam posebno zadovoljstvo da predstavim naše skoro jedne od prvih partnera što se tiče partnerskih univerziteta, a to su predstavnici Business and Hotel Management School iz Lucerna u Švajcarskoj. Ova škola je jedna od najprestižnijih škola što se tiče hospitalitija, hotel managementa i turizma, kao i biznis studija, i sada imaju posebnu ponudu za studente koje planiraju da apliciraju u sledećih nekoliko meseci, dakle stipendije koje mogu dostići i do 50%. Danas će nam se pridružiti Martin Willer ispred B.H.M.S škole iz Lucerna, i on je već ovde sa nama. Hi Martin, can you hear me?
Hi, how you doing, guys? Nice to meet you.
Hi. So, Martin, yes, now I can see you well. I hope you're doing great wherever you are currently.
Very good, yeah.
And we are now ready to see your presentation. Feel free to share your screen. I will let you know if I can see it well and if it's like a full screen. And I will moderate the questions, Martin. So guys, feel free to ask any question you might have for B.H.M.S. and we will try to reply to all and to answer all your questions. Yes, I can see it. Just make it a full screen, and you're ready to start with the presentation.
All right. I think now you should see the full screen, right?
Yes, now it's perfect.
All right. Perfect. All right. Welcome, guys, to B.H.M.S. My name is Martin. I'm the Director of Admission at Business and Hotel Management School for B.H.M.S. We are located in the beautiful city of Lucerne, which is an amazing place to be. I think many of you visited the city already. If you've ever been to Switzerland, there is quite a high chance that you actually came to Lucerne because, it's considered as the most beautiful, most touristic city in our country. And B.H.M.S has the advantage that we have a city-based campus. You can see here behind my friends here is the B.H.M.S campus, which is located downtown, and everything what you possibly need is reachable within walking distance. Now let's talk about B.H.M.S. Let's talk about what we actually do. We teach a little bit different than in Serbia because we have a strong focus on practical education. That means that in every year, students, they actually have to work. So you cannot finish the program if you don't work. Actually, for postgraduate, you can also, it's optional to work, but for undergraduate, you have to work because we feel that not everything you can learn while sitting in the classroom. A lot of things you actually have to experience by doing it, because this way you will actually process a lot and grow a lot. From my experience, very often when parents, when I meet them, often because Serbia is not so far from Switzerland, sometimes they bring their kids by car to B.H.M.S. And sometimes when they come back for the graduation after 3 years, they tell me, Martin, when my son started at B.H.M.S, he was a little baby and now he's a grown-up man. So this working experience helps you a lot professionally to grow, and generally makes you more mature. And the good thing also, it's paid. So you actually earn money while working in Switzerland. So you have a lot of personal development. academic education, of course, which is very good. You get dual awarded degrees from B.H.M.S. as well as from the Robert Gordon University in Aberdeen, UK. Then practical internship, and of course, then finally diplomas, degrees, which can lead to successful career start. We have quite a few successful alumni who work in Serbia, of course, but we have alumni, they are working in leading management position of five-star hotels in Dubai. I have Serbians working in Montenegro in leading positions of five-star hotels. In the a lot of them, they go to the US, some they went to Canada. So they're all around the world. And yeah, I think it's a great stepping point towards an international career. Also, Switzerland is not so far away from Belgrade. If you feel homesick, we have visa flights from Basel to Belgrade. You can always go back on a weekend to see your friends and family. So don't worry too much about the distance. Now, if you're still in high school, what we usually do in July, I mean, this year we couldn't do it because of COVID. It was a bit difficult, but yeah, hopefully next year I think we can run the program again. It's a summer camp, which is a great way to explore what we actually do at B.H.M.S, because during those 14 days, you stay with us on campus, you get to know the facilities, you can meet students who do their bachelor's degree at B.H.M.S because naturally they live in the same residency. So you get to know all the facilities, the restaurant, you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner there. We do a lot of excursions across Switzerland with the kids. So after 14 days, you have a great idea of what we actually do at B.H.M.S. And then afterwards, you decide if you like it. If you like it, you come back. If you don't like it, then you had a great experience, at least for 14 days. Now, the program fee for the summer camp is 3,490, but actually, if you come back later on for the bachelor, this 3,490 is like a prepayment of your bachelor program. So the program is actually for free if you eventually come back for the degree. If you don't come back, that's the price and that's it. From my experience, 80-90% of the students usually do come back because at the end of the day, you meet a lot of friends during those 14 days at B.H.M.S, and very often they like each other and they want to see them again. And in order to do so, you would then eventually have to come back for the bachelor degree 1 year later. So this is a great program for students in their last high school year before actually graduating from high school. Occasionally, we also have a few older students, but yeah, the majority of the participants for the summer camp is about 16, 17 years old. Now, yeah, for the summer camp, naturally, there is no entry requirement because it's just a camp. Yeah, well, I mean, you have to speak English because otherwise it doesn't really make sense. You also get the certificate of attendance at the end of the course. But yeah, it's like half studying, half leisure. Now, in regards to the academic programs, obviously there are entry requirements in order to join.
Martin, sorry.
Yes.
I actually have a question regarding the summer program. So
Yes.
just before you switch to bachelor, the question is, just a second, what do programs consist of during the 2 weeks period regarding like these credits, I guess, you know, the program, not only excursions, but will they get any, you know, actual credits or lectures?
There are lectures indeed. Yeah, you can see actually here the program. You have a lecture about discover your talents and strengths, which kind of helps you to find out in which direction you want to go in your life. You have dining etiquette, where you learn about fine dining, which fork is for which meal, and so on. Then technology in business, then tableside cooking, where you actually learn how to make, for example, a flambé, crêpe Suzette, or something like this on the table. Students always have fun with that. Then we make an industry excursion to the chocolate factory in Switzerland. Then you also have a little bit of free time. We do an industry visit to a 5-star luxury hotel. You have communication skills, culinary creations. Also, there is a non-alcoholic beverage course, because in Switzerland, you cannot drink when you're 18. So it's a non-alcoholic beverage course where you learn more about coffee, about tea, and different things. If you come back for the Bachelor, of course, there is wine degustation and a lot, but yeah, we know sometimes, I mean, actually in Switzerland, you can drink alcohol from 16 onwards. Just you cannot drink hard, like rakia, for example, you need to be 18. But yeah, we don't, because some parents, they don't like it. So we stick to non-alcoholic things. Whatever you do after school and the evening, if you go out and drink, that's none of our business. As long as you can walk back to your residency, that's fine. Then, yeah, we visit the Transport Museum, which is like also in the city of Lucerne. Events operation management, where you learn a little bit more about how events are planned and set up and executed, how to set up a concept for event, customer experience. You learn a little bit about generally about luxury hotels. We also do a boat trip with you guys, where you can see the beautiful scenery of the Lake Lucerne. And if the weather is good, usually this is always a highlight. And yeah, also you actually also have to make a project, which you eventually will present at the last day. Mm-hmm. So usually students work on a project in small groups, and then they present their project in the last day. We have also finally a lecture about global hospitality, business careers. And yeah, there is a goodbye dinner at the end, and then eventually you go back home. Yeah.
And another question, how good my English has to be for this program?
I mean, look, at the end of the day, as I said, we give you get a certificate of participation. So you will get a paper, but this is not academic credits. You cannot transfer those credits to any university. You can write it in your resume that you went to summer camp at B.H.M.S, of course, and you get the paper. To be honest, yeah, you should be able to communicate, to speak at least a little bit. Some students are usually better than others. So it's hard to say. I mean, look, at the end, of course, if you don't understand anything, then you don't have much value out of it. But, you know, there are no exams. So it's not that you actually will have to pass something whatsoever. You can come regardless your English level. And maybe if your English is not so good, and then you come for this program and you want to come back to B.H.M.S, you will still have 1 or 2 years time to think about, to improve your English and bring yourself up to a level that you can actually follow an academic program. This program is open for students from 15 years onwards. The majority of the students there are like 17. They usually come 1 year before graduating from their high school, because then it's usually when it gets more serious of what to study, where to go, and so on. And then they usually come for this program because it's quite a good way to get to know what you want to do. We also do open days. In fact, we're going to have a next open day in November. So if you'd say you're graduating very soon, you can also join us for the open day at B.H.M.S. So if you have the vaccine, you should have no problem to travel to Switzerland and join us for one of the open days, where we, of course, show you everything in 1 day. Naturally, if you come for the summer camp, in 14 days, you get much a deeper impression. You get to know much more about what we do at B.H.M.S. But often students come for the open day. The open day is for free. We'll host you 1 or 2 nights at B.H.M.S in our campus. You can come with your parents and check out what we actually do. The next open day is about, let me think, you can contact Via Academica. Now I don't have it in my head. I think it's like 15th of
17th.
So yeah, no, yeah, 17th of November is, I think, is the next open day. So you can contact Via Academica. They will organize your stay with us. As I said, there is no, I mean, but you have to pay your airfare to travel to Switzerland. You have to pay the train ticket to Lucerne, but we will give you breakfast, lunch, and dinner in our student restaurant. So, and you can stay in the residency of the students. And yeah, in 1 or 2 days, you can get a good idea also what we do at B.H.M.S. This also is more for, I mean, it's actually for everyone. But yeah, we don't do currently a camp for postgraduate students. So let's say if you do your bachelor in Singidemung University or wherever in Serbia, and you want to do, you want to get to know what we do at B.H.M.S. To be honest, the summer camp wouldn't be for you because those kids are smaller. As I said, it's like from 15 to 17, 18. Then if you already do your bachelor in Belgrade, you will be probably around 22 when you consider to do a master's. And then better come for one of our open days. If you want to see, some students, they just say, okay, B.H.M.S, this is what I want to do. Presentation of Martin convinced me.
Hopefully, yes.
But no, as I said, it's, to be honest, it's an important decision in a young person's life. And it's not only the school, you must see the city, you must feel it, you must like it. And from our side, as I said, we have nothing to hide. You can visit us at any time. Even if we don't have an open day which is suitable to your schedule, you can visit us anytime. You can contact Via Academica, and we will organize that you can come and see us. Naturally, if you come alone, we will not give you a very intense explanation. We show you everything. But yeah, if you come for one of the open days, then basically there is a speech of the director, the academic dean, and we show the internship part, and we show you the facilities and everything. If you come individually, unfortunately for a single visit, I cannot organize the speech from all the people, but still we will show you everything. And there will be someone who will show you around, either myself or Dragos or someone else, who will explain you everything, and you still get a very good idea of what we do at B.H.M.S. So don't worry.
So guys, don't miss the chance to know more about the school through the summer program or open day, and you can apply for both through with our help. So feel free to.
Of course, yeah. No, at the end of the day, it's a big decision in a young person's life, and it has to be well thought through. Yeah. Now, in regards to admission requirements, if you're coming for an undergraduate degree at B.H.M.S, naturally you must have completed high school. So you must have a high school leaving certificate. We need your last grades of high school. Then you must be fluent in English. You can either do IELTS or TOEFL or Cambridge. Or if you do not have an official English test, we also have our English test, which you can do online. And then we have the results pretty much immediately and can tell you, look, yeah, we can accept you. Then you must be 17 years of age to start the course, which, yeah, usually Serbians, when they finish their high school, they are 17 years anyway. In fact, you have to be 17 years and 6 months old, because by the day you start your internship, which is usually after 6 months, you must be 18. Now, coming to the bachelor degree, we offer only 3 bachelor degrees. So if you want to do medicine, engineering, or I don't know what, we don't have those courses. We only have hotel management, global business management, and culinary arts. So we're focusing on those three areas, and that's all what we do. The degrees which you're getting are jointly awarded by B.H.M.S, as well as the Robert Gordon University in Aberdeen Scotland. So you get a Swiss as well as a Scottish bachelor's degree at the end of the program. Now, in each year, you study 6 months and you work for 4 to 6 months. One interesting aspect is also that at B.H.M.S, after every year, of course, you get the transcripts, which are convertible to any university around the world, pretty much. So you would get the credits. You could go pretty much to any university in the UK and continue there in the second year. But also you get a diploma from B.H.M.S. In most of the other universities, after the first year, you only get the transcript. So you do not have an official award that you have done the program there. With us in the first year, you get a diploma after 6 months full-time study, and then you do an internship for 4 to 6 months. The internship can be in Switzerland or it can be anywhere around the world. My recommendation is always do it in Switzerland because there is much better paid. You get a monthly salary of about 2,396 Swiss francs is actually the salary which the students are getting. And then basically from there, you can save probably up 50%, I would say. If you do it in another country, generally local conditions will apply. So if you get homesick, technically, I mean, I had already students, they were very close to their parents, siblings, and they wanted to work in Belgrade. But yeah, then you will have Serbian conditions, and you will not get 2,396 Swiss francs, of course. But yeah, as I said, it depends on your personal need, demand, and so on. You cannot do the company where you want to do your internship has to be recognized by B.H.M.S because it's actually part of the program. So if we visit you several times during your study, during your working journey, and we talk to you, we talk to the hotel, and we see if both are happy with each other. And basically, you must complete your internship in order to qualify then for the second year. Yeah, obviously, if you're doing it in Switzerland, we visit you. If you're doing it abroad, then we do Zoom calls with you and your employer to see how things are going. So it's quite well organized from our side.
Martin, we have a question. Is that amount only for internship in Switzerland or anywhere we go for internship?
No, as I said, the internship salary is depends on where you do your internship. If you do it in Switzerland, local conditions will apply. If you do the internship in another country, then let's say if you do it in Germany or France or I don't know where, you will get a salary according to the local conditions, which generally are not as generous as in Switzerland, simply because in Switzerland your salary will be secured by a labor contract to 2,396 Swiss francs. So technically, a company can always pay you more, but they cannot pay you less than 2,396. Now, this contract does not apply if you do your internship in Serbia or in
other countries,
Berlin, or I don't know where. Then they have other conditions, which always depends on the country. Generally, there are not many countries where you get such a great salary as in Switzerland. So my recommendation is always to do it in Switzerland. And you can still go to anywhere afterwards. B.H.M.S also assists students with international placement. We have a career office, master work placement and career center, where we also have an online platform where you can find job opportunities always. And those job opportunities will be, of course, still available even after graduation to all of our students. Now, coming back to the program, as I said, first year, then you move on to the second year, which is again 6 months full-time study, followed by 4 to 6 months of working. And then actually in the final year in the bachelor, you will have to decide wherever you want to graduate with a bachelor in global business management or hospitality management. Now, first and second year of this pathway, they're the same for all the students, because at the end of the day, hotel management is also business management. Nobody runs a hotel for fun. So you learn, of course, finance, you learn marketing, you learn HR, you learn all the business related subjects. But we use the hospitality industry to make those examples, which is very good, because at the end of the day, if you go to a business school where you have a business program, there's certain things you're going to miss out, because thanks to the working experience, which you're also getting at B.H.M.S. And by the way, we are the only Swiss hotel school where you will get 3 possibilities to work during your bachelor program. Any other Swiss hotel school, you will only work twice. So that actually makes us much more affordable in terms of tuition fee, which I will talk about later, but also you will actually have a higher income. So I think it's a very good approach. But yeah, coming back to business education, you will learn the same things as in any business school, but in addition to that, you learn about planning, you learn about working in a team, you learn different languages, you learn how to work under stress, time management, and all those things. You learn how to be nice with people you do not necessarily like. Actually, it's a very important skill. And I think those are things which are hard to learn without gaining working experience. So in this regards, I would say it's quite an interesting approach. Yeah. Now, as I said, whichever major you want, wherever is it business or hotel management, you only have to decide after 2 years, which is also great, because sometimes, you know, we have students, they enroll for hospitality, they do 2 years with us, and after 2 years they say, you know, I'd like to work in a bank, I'd like to work for an investment company, I would like to work in marketing, I would like to have a PR agency, or I don't know, something completely different to hospitality, which is actually okay, because then in the 3rd year, you just finish your bachelor in global business management, and you have a business degree similar to any type of business school, plus you still get the working experience from Switzerland, which certainly will help you regardless of what you're going to do later on. Now, in regards to the 3rd bachelor degree we're offering, that's a very specific program, which actually I studied 25 years ago. So I really like this program, although I do not work as a chef anymore. But if you like cooking, if you like to work with food, if you want, maybe one day you want to have your own restaurant, or you want to become an executive chef of a 5-star hotel, this is a great program. As I said, I studied this myself many, many years ago. Then I was working for many years in different parts of the world as a chef before eventually I joined. Well, actually, then I did also study hospitality, and then I started to work more in different fields. And yeah, now since already many years, I work for B.H.M.S. Anyway, enough about myself. Yeah, this is a great program if you like to work with food, and if you want to learn everything, how things are working in a professional kitchen. First year, you learn the basics about cooking, then you're practicing it for 4 to 6 months in an internship. Of course, those internships, they're always in the kitchen. It can be also in a bakery, because we do not offer a bakery program, but we have baking subjects implemented in the program. And of course, students can do their internship pastry or bakery related. So yeah, for 6 month study where you learn the basics, then you demonstrate your cooking skills in your internship. You come back for the 2nd year where you learn more advanced cooking techniques. During the second year, and then second internship in a different company where you learn, actually where you learn a little bit different areas, because for us it's also important that you actually work for different companies. You're not going back to the same place where you've been before, so you can see into different enterprises and you learn a little bit more of how things can be done. Finally, in the third year, it's a little bit more theoretical, the third year, because that's when you do your bachelor subjects, and you also learn how to develop a concept for a restaurant, how to develop a business plan for it, and so on. And then you do your last internship, which eventually will allow you to graduate with a bachelor degree from B.H.M.S. as well as the Robert Gordon University. Also, this program is awarded and recognized by the American Culinary Federation, which is recognized throughout the United States, and can help you getting recognition for sure if you would like to work in the US at the latest part of your life. Now, for students who have done their bachelor's in Serbia, or I don't know, anywhere around the world, basically, we can also give you direct admission into our postgraduate programs. So you do not necessarily have to have completed your bachelor at B.H.M.S. in order to do a master's with us. So you can also finish your bachelor's at Singidingum University and then join us for one of our 3 postgraduate programs. We have all the postgraduate programs, they're only 1 year, combining 6 months of studying with 4 to 6 months of optional internship. As I said, for this program, as students are a little bit older and generally do have already some experience, we do not require you to do the internship. However, still, I'd say probably 90%, 95% of the students, they still will do the internship in Switzerland, because generally it's a great way to find out of what we actually do, and well, how the life in Switzerland is, and get some international references before eventually they go somewhere else. So, and of course you also earn the money, which is also always great. So you can choose between a master in global business management or international hospitality business management. That's 6 months full-time study. And afterwards, you will still have to do your independent research thesis, which will take you generally probably around like 2 to 3 months, I would say. If you do it part-time, meaning that you're working and in your leisure time, you work a bit on your thesis. So yeah, generally that's the way to go. Here, no working requirement, no working experience is required. However, if you want to join us for the MBA, it would be required that you would have at least 2 years of working experience. So we also offer an MBA program with York St. John's University, which the structure is exactly the same. 6 months full-time study. Then afterwards, you can do an internship if you want to, while you have to do your capstone project thesis. So that would be also about 2 to 3 months to do it part-time, I would say. And then you get your MBA, which is awarded by B.H.M.S. and the York St. John's University. So yeah, actually, those are already all the programs we are offering at B.H.M.S. Questions, doubts so far?
Yes. Do you offer accommodation option for the master students? I think you
of
mentioned
course,
it,
yeah.
but maybe
I will show you some photos later on about the accommodation. We, to be honest, you will actually, unless let's say you have family, probably you will have to stay with B.H.M.S. I mean, it's not that we require this; it's the immigration office who requires it, because you must have an address. Obviously, let's say if you have family, we have no problem that you stay with your family, and then obviously the fee is cheaper. if you do not, I mean, also, to be honest, from my experience, very often, even the people who have family, they still stay with us because the immigration office, they want a lot of details from your family members. Like they want to have an income statement, they want to know how much money they have in the bank account, and they have to guarantee for you. And sometimes family members, if let's say this is not such a close uncle, maybe he doesn't want to give those details. But anyway, that's something we can check on an individual basis. But to be honest, yeah, I would say probably like 85%, 90% of the students, they actually stay with us because the accommodation which we offer is comparing to other options quite affordable, and it's you live downtown. In fact, you can just take the elevator down to the restaurant. It's very convenient. You just have to walk across the street for the classrooms, so you save already a lot of time. And also you're together with your friends, because if you live external, then you see your classmates only from 9 to 5, and then in the evening they go party without you. Yeah, I mean, it depends. It's usually from my experience, the students, they become very good friends there, because naturally, they study together, they live together, they spend their leisure time together. They're literally 24 hours together. So after 3 years, very often they still stay in touch, they're friends. I mean, I've been to weddings of B.H.M.S students. We have B.H.M.S students, they set up their businesses together after graduation. Sometimes they make meetups in Miami, in Mexico City, in Belgrade. Often they come back to Lucerne because they miss the city somehow. The other day I was just walking around Lucerne, and suddenly I've seen like 3-4 students, and I mean, I know their faces, but I know they finished like 5-6 years ago, and they were back there. So, and they say, we missed the city, we came back, and yeah. So I guess you all know where Switzerland is. It's not really far from Serbia. By the way, Serbian is I think the 4th most spoken language in Switzerland. So you will have no problem to find people who speak your language. So it's I mean, Serbians and Swiss, we don't look any much different, so if you walk around the street, I mean, you don't know these are the Swiss or they're from the Balkans. I mean, they might be from Croatia, from Bosnia, or from Serbia. But it's similar language.
Ex-Yugoslav countries, actually.
Exactly. Yeah. I have even one of my uncle, he married a woman from Bosnia, and so they are everywhere. You can find them pretty much wherever. Let's say you start your internship, certainly there will be a couple of people in the company where you will be working who will speak Serbian. And they're always happy.
We are encouraging students to learn, let's say, German or French.
Of course, yeah, it's always good. I mean, to be honest, I always say that sometimes students ask me, Martin, is it necessary that I speak German? And look, for the academic program, it is not necessary. However, your internship will be more interesting if you speak German, French, or Italian. And to be honest, coming from Serbia, I think, if you want to do international business or tourism, I mean, the most, let's say, the wealthiest countries in the European area, they speak German, like Germany, Austria, Switzerland. So I think it's certainly a good advantage to learn German. And I think it's probably the language, let's say, if you have to choose between French, Italian, either Dutch or Swedish, or I don't know, I think probably German is the language which makes the most of sense to learn. I know it's not an easy language to learn, but I mean, some people, they process better than others. Also, not everybody is willing to put in the equal efforts. And to be honest, to learn the language, I think the best way is to find some local friends, mix with the local population. This way, you will be more exposed to the language. Because anyway, while you are enrolled at B.H.M.S. At B.H.M.S, as I said, you're staying in the international campus, and there are students from 100 different countries from all around the world. And most of them, they do not speak German because, yeah, as I said, if they're the Swiss kids, I mean, they stay with their parents usually, so they wouldn't stay. But then the international students, they come from all around the world, and then they obviously speak English to each other. And that's for the first 6 months. But then when you start working, you'll be exposed much more to the local population. And therefore, you'll be kind of forced to speak German, French, or Italian, depending on where you're doing your internship. Also, in order to, I mean, let's say if you want to do your internship at the reception, you have to speak the local language because, I mean, we guarantee an internship to everybody, but the better you can speak a local language, the more interesting your internship is going to be because you will have better possibilities to interact with the population, answering the telephone, writing emails, talking to suppliers and customers as like. So yeah, certainly it's good to speak German, but you don't have to. I mean, it's a bit a tricky question.
It's part of your like professional way. If you would like to, extend your possibilities, then definitely it's recommended. But for the study sake, you don't have to speak any other language but English during your studies. That's I think the whole point of this. Martin, we have like 3 more minutes, maybe some final points.
Let me wrap up things. As I said, we're located in Lucerne. Here you can see the campuses where we're located. They're beautiful buildings located in the city center of Lucerne. So everything is reachable within walking distance. So you don't have to worry. You don't need to have a car. I always have students, namely from the Balkan countries, because I know you guys really like cars. Actually, I also like cars. I understand you. But it's expensive to have a parking lot already in Switzerland. And there is no free parking in Lucerne. So, I mean, if you want to have your car, we have a parking lot, but you have to pay. It's not for free. And also, I mean, technically, you can drive with a Serbian number, but it's not quite legal if you're a resident in Switzerland. Yeah. You can do whatever you want. It's none of our business. I know I have some kids from the Balkans with a Balkan number, but if you can do it, but if you stay too long,
it has limitations. So it's not recommended.
I don't recommend it. It's just we have the best public transport system, and in Lucerne you can walk everywhere. So you'll be fine. Here you can see the accommodation. They're very nice. They have everything what you need. Below you see the restaurant where the students eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Everything is very nice. If you study culinary arts, and we lately had a couple of students from Serbia studying culinary arts, which is, as I said, great program. We have outstanding facilities to learn cooking. Our executive chef, Sean Leonard, he's really, really good. He's part of the Swiss national cooking team. He takes also sometimes the students to competitions. I have students after graduation, they have their own restaurants. I have one kid to have the best one in Belgrade, another one in Sofia in Bulgaria. So yeah, they're doing very well. As I said, internship, we're partnering with all the brand name hotels, also smaller restaurants and smaller family-owned hotels. The conditions, you'll get a monthly salary of 3,396 Swiss francs. You work 8 hours per day, 5 days per week. Generally, we assist you in finding the internship, so you don't have to find it yourself. We will help you to find a suitable place to do your internship, and everything is well organized. We are basically the intermediary between the hotel and the students. Then in terms of tuition fee, B.H.M.S is actually the most affordable hotel school in Switzerland. Also, we are very generous in scholarships. Although scholarships, they don't fall from the sky. You have to apply. If you don't apply, there is no scholarship. And we assume that you want to pay the full price. Because basically scholarship means that other students who pay the full price, they will subsidize your prize at B.H.M.S. So now, as I said, we are the only school in Switzerland where you can get your bachelor within only 3 academic semesters. Any other school in Switzerland, you will study 4 academic semesters. That's already technically, in comparison to other schools, a fee reduction of 25%. And then still you can apply for scholarships, which generally also have a fee reduction, which can be quite generous. The price is very transparent. So you prepay already for accommodation, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, your health insurance, which is also a very good insurance having worldwide cover. Yeah, everything is taken care of. Technically, you can survive in Switzerland without any additional money. In reality, students, of course, they need pocket money. I know you guys from the Balkans, you like smoking. So cigarettes, obviously, are not included. And they're actually quite expensive in Switzerland. In the nightlife, if you want to go to the cinema, if you want to make excursions, if you want to go and drink a beer with your friends, yeah, that's obviously, those things are not included.
For an active student life, yes.
Yeah. Parents always ask me, Martin, how much additional money my kid will need in Switzerland? And to be honest, it's a very tricky question because it really comes down to your parents' budget. I have students, they survive with 150 Swiss francs per month. Others, they get 1,500. So it's difficult to say. I'd say with 300-400 per month, you can have a good student life. That's probably what the majority has. Then there's some wealthy ones, and then some, they have a tighter budget. But I always say, look, find some students, they have a similar budget like you, and do things with them, and then you'll be fine. Yeah.
So basically, we're running out of time.
Anyway, that's already the end of the presentation. It was really nice to talk to you guys. I hope you got an idea of what we do here. If you can find my WhatsApp number if you want to get in touch with me. But otherwise, of course, contact Via Academica. They've sent a lot of students to B.H.M.S. They know B.H.M.S. very well, and yeah.
I will just add that also the main information about the school, the brochures, you can find on B.H.M.S. virtual booth on our fair. So inform yourself well. Of course, you can use Martin's contact details, book one-on-ones, but we will also provide you with more information at Via Academica. So feel free to use our free of charge help while applying to B.H.M.S. Martin, thank you a lot for this.
Really nice to see you. Yeah. So we'll stay in touch, and yeah, let me know.
We'll be in touch. Thank you once again.
I can do. All right.
Okay. Thank you, and see you soon. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Ciao. Nadam se da vam se dopala prezentacija ove švajcarske biznis škole. Zaista mnogo mogućnosti za vas koji razmišljate o karijeri u hospitality, u hotel managementu, biznisu. Svakako informišite se više, možete kontaktirati Martina, možete kontaktirati nas i dobiti zaista sve informacije na jednom mestu. A sada prelazimo na naše drugo predavanje za danas. Imaćemo tu čast da ugostimo predstavnice Univerziteta PAVIA iz Italije, naše drage koleginice Eleonoru i Elisu, koje će održati prezentaciju ispred Univerziteta PAVIA iz Italije. Hi Eleonora, hi Elisa, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, hi, good afternoon.
How are you? Are you doing well?
Yes, we're well. You're fine.
We're fine, thank you.
Okay, good to see you and good to have you on our event Study Abroad Week. We are now starting your presentation whenever you're ready. I made a short introduction about the university in local language, and then I think you will switch during the presentation. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
I'm starting first and then Eleonora comes.
Okay, I will be moderating the questions from our platform. So guys, feel free to ask any questions you might have for the representatives of PAVIA University. And yes, I will leave the floor to you. Just share the presentation. I will let you know if everything fits fine. And whenever you're starting, you can begin with the presentation.
Okay, thank you. I'm starting first.
Okay, great. So Elisa will start the presentation for University of Pavia. Yes, I can see. Just make it a full screen.
Great. So, hi everyone. Welcome to the University of Pavia. First of all, I would like to talk about to the students' needs. As you can see from the pictures, Pavia is a beautiful city that was founded in Roman times and then became the capital of the Lombard Kingdom in the medieval period. It is located in Lombardy region at the heart of Italy's manufacturing district, and it's only 30 kilometers and 30 minutes far away from Milan. Pavia offers a lively, genuine, and safe environment with a high quality of life and affordable living costs. With its 70,000 permanent residents and over 26,000 students, Pavia is a student-sized city which provides many social and cultural events addressed to students. Pavia is the capital of the province of Pavia, which is known for the variety of our excellent agricultural products, amazing landscapes, medieval villages, and heritage sites. Moreover, Pavia is close and well connected to the major tourist attractions of northern Italy. For example, the Lake of Como and Garda, the Ligurian coast, Milan, and the mountain range of the Alps. Pavia, the University of Pavia boasts 660 years of excellence. In fact, it is one of the oldest institutions in the world, and it was founded as a school of rhetorics in 825 by King Lothair I. And it was established as Universitas Studiorum, that means university, in 1361 by the Holy Roman Emperor Charles I. Since the 18th century, it has been one of the foremost institutions in Europe, boasting famous alumni, celebrated academicians, and Nobel Prizes. For example, Volta, who is the inventor of the electric battery, Foscolo, who is one of the main Italian poets and novelists, Natta, Nobel Prize in Chemistry, and Rubbia, Nobel Prize in Physics. Pavia nowadays, the University of Pavia nowadays is an international university which offers a lot of mobility opportunities such as Erasmus program or exchange programs, and offers a wide range of English taught degree programs, bilingual degree programs, double degrees, joint master degrees, and various language courses. Moreover, it is an advanced research university which implements interdisciplinary basic research and collaborations with prestigious foreign universities and centers. It also implements applied research, knowledge transfer, and industrial projects with both local and global players. Lastly, the University of Pavia is a job-oriented university which creates powerful professional networks and offers personalized job advice with many internships and placement opportunities. 91% of our graduates find work within 1 year from graduation. That's a great result compared to the national average of 85%. Let's pass to the national and international rankings. For example, in which the University of Pavia has always obtained excellent results. For example, in the Italian universities ranking by Censis, the University of Pavia ranks the third best public big university with great results also for its medicine course, the first best in Italy, and for its master courses, the second best in Italy. Also in international rankings, Pavia has always ranked among the first 11 universities in Italy, among the first 200 universities in Europe, and among the first 300, 400 universities in the world. Then let's have an overview of the university, which hosts more than 26,000 students, of which 1,500 are international students, 900 professors, 900 administrative staff, and has agreements with more than 500 international partners. The University of Pavia awards 2,800 university scholarships per year. And about facilities, we have one language center, one career service, one center for special needs students, 37 libraries with 6 big study rooms, and our exceptional university residence system composed of 22 university residencies, which is a situation unique in Italy and rare in Europe. Moreover, we offer 1 sports center and 5 canteens. About the course catalog, the University of Pavia is an interdisciplinary university which offers 92 bachelor's and master's, 2 joint master's degrees, 49 vocational programs, 24 PhDs, 48 specialization schools, and 8 advanced courses. The courses are offered in the following areas of studies: economics, political and social science, law, humanities, communication, musicology, psychology, engineering, sciences, medicine, health professions, pharmacy, and sports sciences. But now let's have a focus on our English taught programs. We offer 1 bachelor of 3 years and 1 single cycle master of 6 years, whose requirements are being at least 17 years old, having obtained a high school diploma at least after 12 years of schooling, and having passed any specific exam of your home country that is required to access higher education. We offer, moreover, 11 masters of 2 years, whose requirement is to have obtained a bachelor diploma in subjects related to the master of interest. In medicine, science, and psychology fields, we offer a bachelor in artificial intelligence, a single cycle master of 6 years in medicine and surgery, a master of 2 years in molecular biology and genetics, a master in psychology, in neuroscience and human sciences. Then in economics, humanities, and political science, we offer a master in international business and in entrepreneurship that can be a LM+, which means that students can participate in a competition to enter the LM Plus program, which means a degree consisting of 5 semesters rather than 4, in the last 2 of which students are provided with an internship with our partner companies. Then we offer another master in economics, finance, and international integration, a master in the ancient Mediterranean world, and a master in world politics and international relations. About the engineering field, we have 5 masters, one in computer engineering, another one in electronic engineering that can be activated as a LM Plus program. So with the offer of an internship in one of our partner companies. And then we have a master in electrical engineering, industrial automation engineering, and civil engineering for mitigation of risk from natural hazards. So applications for academic year 22-23 will start in November 2021. So please learn more about our university, our courses at web.unipv.it, and register and apply at apply.unipv.eu. In conclusion, why you should choose PAVIA as your abroad destination. First of all, because of our renowned excellence of a university with 606 years of history. Second, because of our unique university residence system that is unique in Italy and rare in Europe. And then because PAVIA is a lively, safe city near Milan, but with a higher quality of life and more affordable life costs. And then PAVIA is a student-sized city with 26,000 students in our city, and an active student community which offers many social and cultural events addressed to students. So thank you for your attention. Now I leave the floor to my colleague Eleonora, who will talk about the cost effectiveness of studying in Italy and especially in PAVIA. So,
just one question we had, are all the master courses 2 years long?
Yes, we have a single cycle master in medicine, which lasts 6 years, but the classical master after a bachelor degree lasts 2 years.
Okay. Are there any scholarships offers from the side of the university?
The University of PAVIA offers, first of all, a fee waiver that is a fee waiver from the tuition fees. So students will be allowed to pay only the regional tax of 156 euros without paying the variable fee that can be calculated according to the student's economic situation. And then we have EDISU PAVIA scholarships, which is a scholarship that includes the accommodation in one of our university residences, a free meal per day, and a sum of money. If the students apply for the accommodation, the sum of money can be up to 2,500 euros about. Or if the student does not want to apply for the accommodation, the sum of money increases up to 4,500 euros per year. And then we have other national opportunities like study in Italy or another scholarship from the Italian government. Or, for example, the student can apply for education.com scholarship, which is a private scholarship. Our national government scholarships can be up to 7, 8, or 9,000 euros per year, but it's easier to obtain EDISU scholarship, which is our scholarship, the scholarship that the University of Pavia provides to its students.
Okay, and for example, for computer engineering, electrical engineering, and electronic engineering, what kind of bachelor degree should one have in order to be eligible to apply to those programs?
In general, we ask for a basic engineering, bachelor engineering, but the specific requirements are written on our website, apply.unipv.eu, where you can check if you need to bring, for example, an English B2 certificate, or it's enough to have passed some English exam during your bachelor. So every master has different requirements. You have to check them on our website.
Okay, thank you. No more questions. Now I think Eleonora can take her part and deliver the rest of the presentation.
Yes, hi, good afternoon.
Hi, we can hear you well.
Okay.
You're ready to start whenever you are ready.
Yes, let me share my screen. Okay, can you see it?
Yes, just make it full screen. Yes, now it's full screen.
Okay, so now I'm going to focus on the cost effectiveness of studying here in Pavia, as my colleague was saying. First of all, I want to remind that the University of Pavia is a public university. It means that as all the other public universities in Italy, the education is granted to all students despite their economic family background. And specifically, Pavia strives to create an inclusive environment and to share knowledge. That is why the tuition fee system is based on the family economic situation, and it's composed by two elements. First of all, we have the regional tax that everyone is due, and is 156 euros per year. Then we have the variable fee that is based on the student's family economic situation, as I was saying, and on the field of study. So if the students have an equivalent family economic situation lower than 23,000 euros per year, they are exempted from paying the university tuition fees, which is the variable fee I was explaining about. So the amount of university tuition fees can range from 0 euros to 4,800 euros per year. In order to have this kind of fee, everyone is required to present some financial or economic documents regarding their situation. However, non-EU students can decide to pay a flat rate. It is a rate that is based on the country of citizenship and on the field of study. This kind of rate will remain the same during all the study years. And for Serbian citizens, humanities degree course have a university fee of 1,000 euros per year, while the sciences degree courses have a rate of 1,500 euros per year.
Just one question, because
yes.
we also have students from Bosnia and Herzegovina and Montenegro.
Okay.
So this flat rate only stands for those who are Serbian students, but what with those who are...
Yes, I can check. Just a second, because we base the flat rate on the World Bank Association data. So I need to check exactly. I think it should be the same, but I can have a quick check. Just a second.
So these flat rates, guys, are very convenient for our students and very affordable comparing to other study options. So we'll just check for those of you who are from having a citizenship of other
Yes,
Balkan country.
Bosnia and Herzegovina, as I thought, it's in the same bracket. And you were asking me also regarding
Montenegro.
Montenegro. Let me check. Montenegro as well, yes, is placed in the second bracket. So for all citizens also from Bosnia and Herzegovina and Montenegro, the flat rate amount is the same as Serbian citizens. Okay,
Okay, great, thank you.
And can I add one thing, please?
Of course, yes.
The important thing is that if you choose the flat rate, you do not have to submit any financial documents that have to be legalized or apostilled and translated. So that's a great point because you just choose one flat rate and that's all. For the whole duration of the career, you don't have any problems about your documents.
yes, and also the regional tax is included in those rates, those fees. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Then, as my colleague was saying before, we have two main types of scholarship that are provided directly by the university, that are the fee waivers. So students studying some specific courses and from some specific countries can apply for a tuition fee waiver. So they will be exempted from the university tuition fees, not the regional tax. Then we have the government agency EDISU that provides scholarships, and beneficiaries are selected based on their economic situation, but also on merit for the first year students and then academic regularity for the subsequent years. The scholarship can include all the following or some of the following benefits that are the free accommodation in a collegio, 1 free meal per day, a sum of money, and the university tuition fee exemption. The accommodation that scholarships provide are collegi. Collegi is something that is typical of cities with universities in Italy. In particular, Pavia has 22 colleges that host approximately 2,000 students. And as you can see in the photo, those buildings are very ancient and dates back to many, many thousand years, not thousands, 100 years ago. In particular, the one you see in the photo is the most ancient collegio of Italy, and it's called Almo Collegio Borromeo. Inside the collegi, you will find libraries, computer rooms, canteen, laundry, cooking areas, and sports courts. And in addition, they organize also cultural events, traditional events, also support activities to your studies, parties, and sporting challenges, and so on. So if you are going to be a beneficiary of the scholarship, as we were saying before, the room in the collegio is included. Otherwise, the cost of a single room may vary from 200 to 350 euros per month, or double room 150 to 250 euros per month. However, Pavia offers many other possibilities with a low price. So a single room in a private flat may cost from 250 to 350 euros per month, Even studio flats are not expensive. They cost from 400 to 600 euros per month. Additional benefits you may have as a student are water dispensers displaced around the cities. Not the city, but the city campuses. Then we have the possibility to have a city bus pass for 20 euros per year. So you can take any kind of bus and move inside the city of Pavia. Then 10% of discount for Flixbus, 40% discounts on theater and cinema tickets. But if you want to gain extra money, you can even use our placement service. They offer career coaching service. Then we have events, career fairs. We have a job search platform and online search guide. And our colleagues will provide support to help you find an internship during your studies. University of Pavia gives the possibility to the students to start their careers inside the university. So it means you will have the possibility to carry on a curricular internship or a part-time job inside the university's department or at the library, the IT office, or at the administrative office as well. But also there are some tutoring activities, so you can have the chance to give support and assistance to your peers. All of these three activities can let you have a compensation, money compensation. In addition, you can also apply for a traineeship or an internship abroad through the Erasmus Plus project that can let you spend from 2 to 12 months in a European organization inside or outside the European Union, even after graduation. And you can also find an internship through the University of Pavia database or through the National Universities Job Platform in an external company. I also remind you that the internship can be included in the LM Plus master's degree programs. In any case, even if you want to work during your stay in Italy while you are studying, with your study residence permit, you have the possibility to work 20 hours per week. And after graduation, you will also have the chance to convert your residence permit into job seeking or work residence permit. And in conclusion, we tried to sum up the monthly expenses, considering the accommodation, food, study costs, social life, and mobile phone. Of course, for what concerns food and social life, it depends on your own needs, your own lifestyle. And study costs, we consider like photocopies, books, and so on. That is an expense that might not be always included in your monthly expenses. So in total, we estimated that a student might spend from 550 to 650 euros per month. So it was all. Here you can see one of the landmarks of our city. These are those three medieval towers that you can see inside the central university campus. I thank everyone for your attention, and if you have questions, you can ask now, or you can contact us via email, phone, or book a virtual call with us.
Thank you, Eleonora. It was really informative. Even for me, I learned new things about University of Pavia. We had one question about bachelor programs at Pavia in English. What do you offer from like English taught programs on a bachelor level?
Okay, on a bachelor level, we just have one course, that is the artificial intelligence course. This is the first year we have it, and it's quite challenging because this course is organized by 3 universities. University of Pavia is the one managing the course, but the lessons are also carried on in Milan Bicocca and Milan Statale. So you will, at the end, you will have a degree issued by 3 universities. And also here in Italy, we have those single cycle master's degree that you can access with your high school diploma. So also medicine and surgery can be considered on a bachelor level. However, it will last 6 years and not 3 years like the other bachelor degrees.
Okay, and can you tell us more about medicine program? We have one question.
Yes, okay, so the medicine program in English can be, you can be admitted only through a national entry test that is called IMAT, and you can take it even in your country because there are some test locations abroad. So you can access it, as I was saying, with your high school diploma, and it would last 6 years. During those 6 years, I think from the 3rd year, you will also have clinical classes. So you will train during your lessons at the university. And then after those 6 years, you will have the chance to continue your education with some specialization schools. And each of these specialization schools has its own main subject, let's say, for instance, dermatology or surgery and so on.
Okay, so guys, if you would like to know more about the study programs of University of Pavia or any other questions, you can go to their booth, virtual booth. There you can download a brochure, you can inform yourself about application deadlines and other information. Also, we invite you to book meetings with our representatives of Pavia University, and of course our support of Via Academica in this process is completely free of charge, so use our help wisely to send your application as soon as possible. Eleonora, when do you open your application periods now? When is the first deadline?
So regarding the master's degree, we will open it in November.
Okay.
And there will be some intakes, maybe 5 or 6, up to late spring should be. There are no, the information will be out in a few weeks. However, the first intake will start in November. Then as regards the Bachelor in Artificial Intelligence, admissions will open from late spring, beginning of summer.
Mm-hmm.
And then for what concerns the single cycle master degree in medicine, admission will open from July. So from July, there will be the chance to register to the test, that is the IMAT.
So IMAT test will be in July, right?
No, the IMAT test is in September, but the registration will open from July.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. And
thank you for asking us.
Thank you.
And it was really lovely presentation, and hope to see you soon. Anyhow, I again invite all students to use the opportunity to chat with you during these last couple of days at Study Abroad Week. Have a great evening and take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I evo nas na kraju današnjeg programa vezano za prezentaciju univerziteta na Study Abroad Weeku. Kao što sam već rekla, svaki dan nam se predstavlja nekoliko univerziteta. Pratite nas, pratite našu agendu, a sada vas pozivam da se u 18:30 časova priključite našem Instagram live-u, gde ćemo sa Dijanom Kocić pričati o jednom interesantnom univerzitetu koji nudi liberal arts sistem studiranja, dakle američki sistem studiranja koji je dokazano jedan od najboljih na svetu, tako da pratite nas na našoj Instagram stranici za više informacija i vidimo se sutra. Pozdrav!